Raids, raids everywhere. Is the BJP feeling insecure? How would you react to that, Abhinandita?
Well, now it's literally child's play to guess that this is indeed what is happening. There is a witch hunt, there is vendetta, there is absolute sort of paranoia, and very, setting examples for anybody, whether you are, a student, whether you're a journalist, whether you are a voice in the opposition, no matter who you are, if you are not going to collide with BJP's agenda, if you are not going to, support and do Wawa Modi ji over everything, then you will be punished for it. And that is what the BJP is trying to do. You look at the examples, whether inside the parliament or outside, you look at examples, whether it is the farmers or whether it is students or journalists. Across the board now, there is some sort of a whip that the BJP is now um, you know sort of pushing on the people of this country, and that paranoia, that disregard for democracy, that is indeed what is happening. I was actually making a note of the list that you pointed out right now, of the raids that have happened in the last 72 hours. My god, this arrest of Sanjay Singh, then the raids in Tamil Nadu, then Manjunath Gowda in Karnataka, the raids happening in Bengal. Was Vyapam not worthy of a ED raid or a serious investigation? Were other scams in this Modi regime or in any other state that is governed by BJP? Don't they deserve a proper investigation or ED raid or CBI inquiries? But obviously, there is a selective vendetta, and you look last 4 days as well. We have seen how first the journalists and satirists, comedians, artists are being attacked, are being accused. Then the next day, of course, they must attack the Aam Aadmi Party whenever they can. And then the other states that are being troubled today, the state governments that are being troubled today, it's non-stop. And the crazy thing is that, all of us have now sort of accepted it in our consciousness that, yes, of course, वो तो ये करते ही हैं. So many people we meet on the road, on the road, or in the community, and they tell us, we know कुछ नहीं किया है, but आपको तो पता ही है इनके पास power बहुत है, ED और CBI को
You
चलाते
know,
हैं. That that is
Abhinandita,
the word of the
I'm sorry I'm interjecting you, but that's a very simplistic argument. I mean, I'm so sorry. That's my submission to you, that we meet people on the streets. I mean, it's like, what really the other side can also say is that so far as the alleged corruption in the Delhi liquor scam is concerned, this has been going on. I mean, maybe for many people it is something which is new, but then one has been following that case and it's been almost 2 years.
in fact,
You know,
yes,
it's
in
been
fact.
going on, whether it is some of them are now turning approver, there is a south group, there is a north group, etc., etc. But I don't think it is that simplistic. But yes, you're right, you answered my question. You do feel that it is the silly season of political vendetta, as it were. Suresh, how do you react to it? Then I'll of course ask other questions. Do you think that the BJP is, because see, Suresh, it can't be just a coincidence, you know. This is too much of, it's, one is gobsmacked because the coincidence is like a bit too much, like it's over the top, like everybody from the other side, it's raids which is raining on them. So somewhere, you know, it is like, is the BJP really jittery? Has it become synonymous with these investigating agencies which swoop down on you day in and day out?
Well, I think you forgot Kerala because in
Ah,
Kerala there
Kerala,
was a
of
huge
course. Yeah,
scam that took place.
yeah.
Lakhs of depositors have been cheated by cooperative banks. Many people have committed suicide. Many have died in the last 2 months. And the amount runs into thousands of crores. And of course, black money was converted into white during the demonetization by the Communist Party and Congress affiliated uh, cooperative banks. You know the case very well. Even the High Court is seized of it, and a lot of people have been arrested. Let's come to the liquor scam in Delhi, and because I've been following it very closely because there is an angle from Hyderabad in that.
Yes.
Now, why is Manish Sisodia in jail for the last so many days? I think March he went into the jail. The judge looks at evidence each time it is presented to him or in front of her and decides whether there's a prima facie case. And each time, different judges at different points in time have said this is a very serious case. There is a lot of evidence against him. So it is not just that income tax or ED went and raided him. And I find it laughable when Arvind Kejriwal says that Sanjay Singh is the most honest man, and he's the only guy who's the prime minister scared of. Then I think Rahul Gandhi will start getting a complex now, because I thought Rahul Gandhi used to claim that. Now the simple fact is everybody knows, we have seen the opinion polls in the last 1 month what is happening. Nowhere near, none of these parties are coming anywhere near BJP, but we will leave it at that. Why do the raids happen? I think if you remember during the UPA era, the Supreme Court famously remarked that the parrot is in
Yeah,
a
the
cage in a
caged parrot.
gilded.
Yeah.
Now the
So,
parrot is out. I think the parrot has become an eagle now, and it's swooping down. So the problem is twofold. When it does, you have a problem. When it doesn't do, also you have a
no,
problem.
but it can do, but it can't do like in a series of this. That's slightly kind of mysterious to me. Amitabh, would you say, Suresh, I'll come back to you, Suresh. So, Amitabh, do you think that this is kind of will make the opposition, and after all, you and I, all of us will question, even established paradigms need to be questioned, or else I become a parrot and I don't want to be one. So I'm asking you that, don't you think it's too much of a coincidence, Amitabh Tiwari, that you see in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, in Karnataka, Delhi, of course, in West Bengal, Rotin Ghosh, everywhere we see. So some of them are getting up and asking, Ki what happens? All the sins get washed away when you join the BJP, whether it's Mukul Roy, whether it's Ajit Pawar, whether it's Praful Patel, all of them. What happens to those cases? Suddenly everything has been quietened down. How would you react to that, Amitabh?
See what happens is the Prime Minister has taken a very high moral ground on corruption, and he says that his government has a zero tolerance for corruption. So this is a way to show that his government has a zero tolerance. That is number one. Number two, in a very highly polarized society in which we live, so let's say in Delhi and Punjab. Delhi and Punjab, this will have no impact on the AAP voters. The AAP voters will continue to believe that Sanjay Singh or the AAP leaders are innocent, and the BJP voters will continue to believe that they are involved in some sort of scam. Now, in the rest of the country where the AAP is not present, let's say, amongst the neutral voters, what do they think? So what happens is that with a series of arrests from the ED amongst the opposition leaders, there is a doubt created in the mind of the voter. Ki kuch to gadbad chal raha hai. That is number one. But there is the other side also, as you are saying. The low conviction rate, the rates only on, let's say, opposition leaders, because I read somewhere or in some channel, I saw a graphic, 6 out of 121 raids have been on BJP leaders. That is 5% only. Whereas today, the BJP has MPs everywhere more than 50%, correct? And even in Vidhan Sabhas, it has more than 35 MLAs. So this creates a doubt in the mind of this. Now, this battle is in the public court and in the judiciary. Public court is a game of perception, whoever wins the narrative. And judiciary also has to take some action on it. Now today, as you said, some harsh words have been spoken of in the Manish Sisodia case by the Supreme Court. But no action has been taken again, correct? If the judge is saying clearly that there is no proof and this can be fall flat in 2 minutes, then again he or she is not passing the bail order per se because of the draconian law, because of the circumstantial evidence, whatever. And 5.5 lakh people in India are in jails, out of which 77% are under trials. So it also raises a question on our entire judiciary and the criminal procedure.
Yeah, sure. But what happens? I'm so sorry to be sounding cynical, but here I'm not a journalist. I'm only talking like a common person. Is that no one really, this is happening with such regularity that the Aam Aadmi, not the party, but the person on the street is also gotten very immune to this. He is inured. ठीक है कुछ हो रहा है पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है. But for you and I am only looking at it, this basket of raids, this raining of raids. Somewhere it is like me, if the teacher it doesn't like the way you and I behave in class and हमें अगर class में बंद कर देती है कहीं पे, so it shows that she is very helpless at once. She is not able to handle us. So for me, that is the main question. That is it, if it is a matured party, then there is a, like you said, also put it on the judiciary. But the point is, there seems to be a kind of a fear, atmosphere of fear in the country, according to some people. And it is very clear, I mean, I'm not going to exaggerate कि भाई ये यही करते हैं, not at all. But दूसरों ने भी बहुत बेहतर किया है ये. But the point is that is the BJP feeling insecure? क्यों? Because the elections are around the corner and they are knocking. I think the whole thing becomes more magnified. Manasvi, you know, Amitabh Tiwari spoke about the judiciary. Your first comment about what the judiciary can do in a situation like this, because I have seen in the case of Senthil Balaji in Tamil Nadu, the ED was extremely adamant. On the other hand, the courts were extremely adamant. Nothing much came out of it. Also, although there was a slugfest. But I will ask you, please answer this question, and also the moot question. Is the BJP feeling insecure, Manasvi?
I think what BJP is trying to do as of now is it's in a confused state. So they are trying to use all kinds of tools whichever they have right now, and ED and CBI is one such tool. So what they're trying to tell the opposition with this undeclared emergency is that if you are in opposition, if you raise your voice, if you speak anything against BJP or you try to create alliances, we'll arrest you and we'll try to accumulate whatever corrupt wealth you have generated during your term or not in your term. But I don't have a problem with ED raids as such. I have a problem with ED not raiding those people who have jumped into BJP after having corruption charges.
Exactly.
So this is what is questionable. And this is what is questionable by the country. The citizens of this country are asking this simple question. If a person is corrupt, he should be convicted. What happens is a corrupt person joins BJP and he's no more corrupt. So this is what is paining to us. As citizens of this nation, do we want a corruption-free India or do we want opposition-free India? What is ED trying to do? So whoever is corrupt in this country joins BJP, and then the charges of corruption and then the ED raids, the investigation is mellowed down.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to. You actually echoed what I was thinking, and I will ask Amitabh in the next round, and also Suresh, Manasvi, that how come, if someone says ना खाऊंगा ना खाने दूंगा, तो उनकी पार्टी में जब लोग शामिल हो जाते हैं तो वो खाते ही नहीं है, उनको मतलब बदहजमी हो रही है to a great extent.
नहीं, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जो खाए हुए थे, जिनको आपने खिला दिया, अब उनका क्या है? उनके गले से आप निकालने वाले हो कि नहीं निकालने वाले हो? अब वो आपकी पार्टी में आके, so the real Rajdharm would have been that they have joined BJP, that's okay, but the investigation continues. Yeah. When you are in a nation as large as beautiful as India, what precedents do you want to set to the younger generation, the future generation?
Okay. Right.